you've ever had this feeling that something was terribly wrong with the world that we live in, but you couldn't figure out just what it was, then you've come to the right place. Secret societies, mystery religions, and the Illuminati have been controlling our reality since the beginning of time. But not anymore, because there is an awakening happening, and you are about to become a part of it. Wake up, because this is a call for an uprising.
This is a call for an uprising. Welcome to today's show. As I've talked about on this channel many times, martial law, a lot of people have a perspective that it's going to be forced on them, that tanks are just going to show up down the road. They're going to come to your house with guns and they're going to force you into FEMA camps. All this stuff is willingly going to happen through the mind control that they put on the masses. People are going to be asking for martial law, which is frightening to think about how stupid our society has become, that they would actually want martial law. But we're getting closer and closer to that happening. Now, I'm not saying it's happening this year or next year. We don't know when it's going to happen. But in the future, it's definitely something to think about and consider, because that's what their plan is, to usher in martial law. Now, we see the race wars that are going on, these staged race wars that they have, and the civil wars and the civil unrest that's been created. These are all planting seeds for potential martial law. But what we have, which is absolutely ridiculous, is that with Trump now about a week away from being inaugurated as President of the United States of America, his nemesis, quote-unquote nemesis, Rosie O'Donnell, is calling for martial law. And what's even scarier is that people who are pro-Hillary or, pro-Rose or anti-Trump are calling for martial law as well. Rosie says, "I fully support imposing martial law, delaying the inauguration until Trump is cleared of all charges." That's what she wrote on her Twitter account after a user suggested the U.S. military take control of the government until the president-elect can prove he has no financial ties to Russia. And then we see some tweets from other people out there saying, how about imposition of martial law until Trump is cleared of all allegations? So people out there are actually asking for martial law to prevent Trump from becoming president. They want martial law. It shows you how stupid our society is, that they would want martial law. They don't even know what the ramifications of martial law are for them in their lives and what changes would be. I mean, it's unbelievable that they would want to give up total control to our government, all to prevent Donald Trump and this whole charade that's going on with Trump and Russia. This is all part of the plan. We don't know how the next 7 days are going to unfold. We don't know how the next months are going to unfold if Trump is inaugurated next week. But, seeds are being planted here, and what we're seeing is absolute stupidity. So we have these celebrities, like I always talk about, they have influence over the masses. The masses will not admit that they're influenced by celebrities because they're prideful. And in their own heads, they think they're making decisions and they're not influenced by others. They're all influenced by these celebrities. They're all plants there. These celebrities are all part of these secret societies, and they all push the agendas they're told to push. So Rosie O'Donnell, and you see all these other female celebrities out there who are, we heard about Madonna, how upset she was that Trump won the election, all this garbage, Lady Gaga. And what they do is they rile up the masses, and then they're going to start pushing stuff like this. So Rosie O'Donnell's come forward now, and she's pushing for martial law. And then we have idiots out there who don't even understand the ramifications of it, who are going, we should implement martial law until Trump is cleared of all allegations. Huh? Are people that stupid? They want to give up total control to the government? It's unbelievable. I mean, it really is. So this is Rosie O'Donnell calling for martial law, and then people following, going along with it. And like I've said over and over, all of these things that are to come are not going to be forced on people. Okay, I know there's people out there who fearmonger with, martial law, the tanks are going to show up, and, they're going to take down the internet and do all this stuff. Everything's going to be willingly done. This is how PSYOPs work. This is what they do. Okay, they create these things and they use mind control, and the masses willingly ask for the things that the elitists want to push on them. So they don't have to force martial law on anyone because people are going to be asking for martial law. So just to prevent Trump from getting into office, people actually are willing to cease, give control to the government and usher in martial law just until, of course they say just until all this stuff is cleared. The next thing, months and months can go by and years can go by and martial law is still implemented. But these people don't even understand the ramifications of what they're asking for. But this is what our future holds. This is what's in our future. Okay, was what they do is they use these people in positions of power, these people in positions of celebrity to influence the sheep out there, the gullible people out there, into going along with these with the agendas that the elitists want. Okay, nobody cares. Nobody should care what Rosie O'Donnell has to say or what Rosie O'Donnell's in. Who cares? I don't even know a movie Rosie O'Donnell was in. Does anyone? What has Rosie O'Donnell done? But people are, it's Rosie O'Donnell. I mean, who cares what Rosie O'Donnell or Lady Gaga or any of these people say? They're leading people's minds into the toilet. Okay, people need to think for themselves. Everyone needs to think for themselves. You shouldn't be influenced by me. You shouldn't be influenced by other channels on YouTube. You shouldn't be influenced by other people or quote unquote, putting the truth out there. You should use your own discernment always when you look at things. Because there's going to be people who don't agree on certain things all the time, especially in this area of what's truth and what's not. But people out there need to critically think. That is the problem. And not let these celebrities and these people who are quote unquote famous make decisions for them. And they don't realize that that's exactly what's going on. If the media was saying, Trump is wonderful, he's going to be great, he's the next Ronald Reagan, he's going to be then people out there would be going, this is going to be great. We have change, we have a guy with a backbone. I mean, it's however they spin it and twist it. And people just don't realize that because they're so prideful. They don't believe that mind control is real. They only believe the crap they learn in school, which is all lies, fake history of the world, meaningless things that you don't need in your life. That's what they learn, but they still don't believe and study things such as human behavior, how the mind works. We study animals and we see how they work. We study, what is a zebra going to do in this situation or a lion? What is it going to do? And how can you lure the lion to get into a cage or this or that? How can you manipulate the animal so it can get caught or so they can hunt it? Right? And people go, well, this is how you do it. And this little thing. Oh, but no, it couldn't work on a human, right? Because we're just so good and so smart. This is all they're doing on us is mind control. And they're leading us where they want to. And they have these celebrities pushing it. So this absolute moron, Rosie O'Donnell, calling for martial law. And people out there are, retweeting what she's saying. People out there are agreeing, saying that it would be great if we get martial law until Trump is cleared of all charges. And this is 7 days before the inauguration. Now, I don't know what's going to happen. This could just be seeds being planted for something in the future. Who knows? We'll see how it unfolds. But just the fact that people out there are going along with this and are okay with it, and they're influenced by Rosie O'Donnell, another one of these puppets out there pushing the elitist agenda. Don't fall for this stuff, folks. Okay? Remember that this whole thing is going to be done through mind control. So make sure you're always critically thinking. Always be thinking. Even when you're listening to stuff that I say or others are saying, think for yourself. Use your own discernment on things. Don't let other people think for you. Because this is what ends up happening, okay? This is what ends up happening. I talk about Jonestown and a lot of the live shows I did. I'm still, preparing to do a video on Jonestown, which was a CIA operation. But it was all about mind control. It was all about MK Ultra used in different ways on these people and how they led them down there and how they, got them down there for this experiment that they were running and testing. Well, it's no different than what they're doing in plain sight now. Because they're getting people all put into the same spot to follow what they say and what they do, and they're leading them where they want to lead them. So make sure you're always thinking for yourself. And when crap like this comes out, where people are going, well, Trump we need to get him cleared of all charges in Russia. Remember, it's all part of the game, okay? This whole thing with Trump and Russia is all staged. It's all part of this show that's going on. Of course, it's happening now as we're getting closer to the inauguration. It's all part of this staged, show. That's what it is. It's a circus. It's all planned, and then the stuff like this is going to come out, and people are going to be asking for these things like martial law and all of this nonsense because they're going to be influenced by the media and by these false celebrities, these false idols. So remember to always critically think. Sorry if I went on a rant there, but it's so important for people to think for themselves. Okay, we're going to disagree on lots of topics and things like that, but this is just proof of how mind control works because people are asking for martial law. They don't even know why. but they're influenced by something Rosie O'Donnell says. No one steps back and goes, well, wait, what are the ramifications of martial law? What could possibly happen if we have more? I mean, it's not, they're just going, yeah, we should do that. We should do that. We should do that. And that's what they want. I thank you for listening to today's show. God bless all of you and your families. And I'll leave the article linked up below if you want to check out for yourself. God bless you.